Taylor Swift shows off her new hairstyle as she enjoys dinner in London. On Friday, August 16th, Taylor Swift was spotted out for dinner after finishing her fourth night of concerts at Wembley Stadium. Swift appeared in a black t-shirt and a brown pleated skirt, and Swift sported a new hairstyle that looked very natural and voluminous. The American pop star was said to have gone to a famous pub in London, at which time people also saw the appearance of Blake Lively, a close friend of Swift. And they relaxed together for about 2 hours before leaving. Taylor Swift, who just finished her fourth concert at Wembley Stadium, this is said to be the last stop of Swift's European tour. However, Swift surprised fans when she brought Ed Sheeran on stage for the most epic performance yet. After telling the crowd she had just been trying to chill out the whole rest of the night, the pop star welcomed her longtime friend Ed Sheeran to the stage during the surprise songs section of her show on Thursday, August 15th, introducing him as like a second brother. The two performed their songs Everything Has Changed and Endgame, as well as Sheeran's hit Thinking Out Loud for the roaring crowd. The pair's acoustic set marks the first time Sheeran and Swift have performed on stage together in many years, although they've never stopped collaborating and released their most recent track together in February 2022. When Swift was featured on a remix of the English singer's song, The Joker and the Queen. He also joined her on the 2021 Taylor's version re-recording of Everything Has Changed. From 2013's Red, Sheeran is also expected to appear on Swift's Reputation, Taylor's version, as they sang together on Swift's song Endgame. But as of August 2023, the duo hadn't re-recorded the song yet, per a conversation he had with Andy Cohen on the Deep Shallow podcast on SiriusXM. At the time, the Eras Tour was winding its way through the US, and the Supermarket Flowers singer told Cohen, now 56, that he was excited to see it. "I would love to go and see Taylor's show, but we're all playing on the same dates every single weekend. I think there's a chance next year when she's in the UK, Sheeran said. Thursday's show marked the first time that I Can Do It With a Broken Heart singer returned to the stage after she cancelled 3 shows in Vienna, Austria, following the discovery of an alleged terror plot at shows in the country. Though she was spotted out in London with her tour crew earlier in the week, the cancelled shows would have marked the first time Swift performed in Austria. The pop star skipped the country on her first 5 tours. The Teardrops on My Guitar singer was also returning to England's capital city to perform for the first time since 3 little girls died in a stabbing at a dance event that was meant to celebrate her music on Monday, July 29 in Southport, England. Swift's first London run in June was responsible for some of the most iconic Eras Tour moments so far, including a backstage visit from Prince William and his 2 eldest children, Prince George, 11, and Princess Charlotte, 9. Her boyfriend Travis Kelce, meanwhile, made his Eras Tour debut on the Wembley stage. London's show on August 20th will mark the end of the European leg of the Eras Tour. In October, she'll pick back up again, playing 5 more cities in North America to close out the longest concert tour of her career. In addition to Paramore, other acts will also open each night at Wembley Stadium, including Sophia Isella on Thursday, Holly Humberstone on Friday, Suki Waterhouse on Saturday, Maisie Peters on Monday, and Ray on Tuesday. Unlike previous shows, fans without tickets won't be able to wait outside. This comes as organizers canceled Swift's 3 shows in Vienna, Austria amid an apparent plot to launch an attack on an event in the area. Tickets are being automatically refunded within the 10 business days following the concert. According to Swift's website, Swift will finish the Eras Tour with her second round of US dates, beginning with 3 shows in Miami starting October 18th. She'll officially end the Eras Tour with 3 shows in Vancouver, Canada, with the final date on December 8th. Swift won't be touring for a few months of the NFL season, but likely won't be out of sight as she supports her boyfriend, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, during his games. Guitar, mashup of Everything Has Changed, feat. Ed Sheeran, from Red, Endgame, feat. Ed Sheeran in Future, from Reputation, and Thinking Out Loud from X by Ed Sheeran. Sheeran performed all 3 tracks with her. Piano, mashup of King of My Heart from Reputation and The Alchemy from the Tortured Poets Department, with her tour resuming after the release of The Tortured Poets Department and the surprise double album release, The Tortured Poets Department, the anthology. Swift has made several changes to the tour. The Tortured Poets Department was added to the tour intro after 1989. There's also a new spot in the Lover House for the new album. Swift marked the start of her European leg in Paris with a new Lover bodysuit and a new jacket for the man, as well as several other outfits. On this tour, Swift is performing 2 or more surprise songs at each tour date, and fans are tracking which songs and mashups are performed at each show. While on tour in Australia, Swift said she wouldn't perform a surprise song only once on tour as she had done previously and has since performed several mashups combining songs from different albums. Adorned in sequins, cowboy hats and, of course, the friendship bracelets that have become synonymous with the Eras tour, the fans in London proved a point on Thursday night. A sold-out crowd flocked to Wembley Stadium, which was configured to hold 90,000 people for the pop star's second run of London shows this summer. It was also her first concert in England since 3 children were stabbed to death at a dance class which was billed as Taylor Swift themed in the country's north last month. It's the same tour that wowed crowds in Melbourne and Sydney earlier this year. Swift had been due to perform at Ernst Happel Stadium in the Austrian capital on August 8, 9 and 10 as part of her record-breaking tour. Swift did not address the cancellations in the week between the planned Austrian shows and her London dates. The Shake It Off singer took to the stage about 6:45 p.m. local time, to wild cheers. Sisters Rosabelle, 11, and Emmeline, 17, were among those with tickets to Thursday night's show. The pair said they were excited to be attending their first Taylor Swift concert and were not concerned about safety. "We've been to concerts here before and it's definitely 10 times more security than it's ever been here." Emmeline said, "I'm feeling perfectly fine. They're going to do a great job. They always do. I'm not worried at all." Other fans heading to the show said they felt it was the safest time to attend a major event, given the increased security. Mark and his family traveled from their home in Denver, in the United States, to Vienna to watch Swift. Once the concert was cancelled, they managed to get tickets to Thursday night's show in London. "We can't wait," he said. "We are ready to enjoy her finally." He said the family understood why the performances in Austria were cancelled, "But we're not worried about this show at all," Mark said. Seema Shirazi, 33, from Belfast traveled to Vienna and had tickets to one of the shows there. "Before they were cancelled, it was also really heartbreaking to see so many people wearing their concert outfits around Vienna, especially children, like the majority of our families are little children, so it was heartbreaking to see so many people who were forced to have their hearts broke to save their lives, potentially," she said. So that was tough. The fan has managed to score seats at Swift's Saturday night show in London. Though, ahead of the show, London's Metropolitan Police confirmed officers were working closely with venue security teams and other partners to ensure there are appropriate security and policing plans in place. A trend known as tailgating, in which fans without tickets congregate outside venues where the pop star is performing, was also banned at Wembley Stadium. In a statement, the venue's management said non-ticket holders will be moved on to facilitate the safe entry and exit of everyone within the stadium. It comes after thousands of fans gathered outside Munich's Olympic Stadium to listen to Swift's set last month. Noah Price, the international director of the G4S Academy and an expert in security solutions for corporations, said the UK had learned from past attacks at major events, including a suicide bombing at Manchester Arena that killed more than 20 people in 2017. "Our police force is one of the best in the world and Wembley Stadium is one of the safest stadiums in the world," he said. "They do these kind of large events all the time. However, you can never, ever reduce risk down to zero." He said banning people from congregating outside the venue was a good idea.